Asa dudes, it's James from J-ROYL. Ask me anything. If you're new to this channel, I talk about fragrances a lot, which may be weird to some of you, but to most of you it should be pretty darn cool, because fragrances, colognes, perfumes, anything you want to call it, they're a lot of fun, and they're a very, very easy way to improve your quality of life, to increase your confidence with just a few spritzes of liquid. For all my continuing supporters out there, thank you so much for those thumbs and those sweet subs and those cute comments down below. It's always great to engage with you guys because you're the reason I do this. Now, if you are a subscriber and you've been paying attention to my community posts in YouTube, I recently said, ask me anything, guys. Anything non-fragrance related that you're curious about, let me know. And boy, oh boy, did I get a wide variety of questions. Some of you guys are very twisted. Now, there was over 30 responses in regards to questions and sometimes comments. Let's just go through them. Martel Chambers says, bro, why you look like an off-duty police officer posting a selfie on Facebook? Although the jacket I'm wearing kind of looks like one of those police officer jackets, it's just a big overcoat I got in Paris. Very fashion. Jay Marquez, why is that you haven't answered the majority of questions posed when you asked for questions? Well, Jay, it's because I'm doing a video on them, hence this video. Lionheart, almost looked tough, except for that Mini Cooper shoulder pad. Ain't nothing tougher than some more comfortable seatbelt action. Thanks to my girlfriend for the idea. DK Albright says, dude, you got the Jason Statham look, LOL. Is it because we're tough looking or because we have receding hairlines? Either way, I'm okay with it. Ankit Joshi, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, asks, what do you do for a living? Well, I do a variety of things. My primary job at home is I run a painting company. So that's kind of my blue collar job, pricing, estimates, customer relations, schmoozing. And then also I'm a performer. So I do contracts and sing on cruise ships when I feel like it. I mean, it's debatable whether I can actually afford all these fragrances, but I didn't really have any other hobbies that I was spending money on. I wasn't going out, I wasn't partying. A lot of my disposable income went towards fragrances, and I always shop around and I'm a sucker for a good deal. So I never went and bought fragrances at retail stores. I would always look in the gray market or in the Facebook groups, wherever I could save $1 or $2 or 100. Talk and review. If you didn't do fragrances on YouTube, what other content would you do videos on? Well, funny enough, I used to do fitness content when I first started. As soon as I had my last contract on the cruise ship, I came home, I bought a home gym because I had some money I wanted to spend, and then I decided why not monetize all the equipment and start a bit of a fitness YouTube and maybe a side business of personal training and fitness consultations. I did that for a while, but I wasn't really into the fitness community online. It was very saturated, even more opinionated than the fragrance community, and it just wasn't fun for me. I kind of lost my passion for it until I started doing fragrance videos, which was a lot more organic for me, and it's been so much more fun. I met a lot of really cool people doing it. But that being said, because I'm also into filmmaking and editing and all that, I might start a side channel eventually talking about photography and videography and editing and the technical side of what I do as well, because I think there's some information that I would like to share, kind of in the same format that J-ROYL currently is in. Concise, clear, quick, no BS, cut the crap, trim the fat, you get it. Ryan Permal, what do you do for your job?
I'm a painter at home and I'm a singer in Miami.
Dirty Hoodie asks, what's your first wow fragrance? The first fragrance that really piqued my interest in regards to fragrances was Armani Code. It wasn't my first designer fragrance, but it was the first one that was like, man, this is really good. It's not just a soapy smell that I was used to. It had a lot of character to it. It was sweet and spicy and masculine. But I would say that the first fragrance to really get me hooked was Original Santal by Creed. That was one of my first niche fragrances that I've ever smelled. It was my first Creed fragrance that I've ever smelled. I had no idea that fragrances could smell like that. It was, a really, really eye-opening experience, or should I say nostril opening experience. A-Man says, I've been thinking the whole day about a non-fragrance question, but I didn't have any because you seem like a fragrance nerd. I bet your life revolves around fragrances. Yeah, I'm pretty passionate about fragrances. But here's the thing, guys. Here's a little secret. okay? Social media, you don't always see the full picture, you know? I don't show you all aspects of my life. I just show you the fragrance side of things, okay? It's a small fraction of what I do and what I'm about, but there's videos like this that allow you to see a little bit more. So fragrances is not my life. I have quite a few things that I enjoy and do, but fragrances are pretty cool. Fake account. Well, first of all, why would I answer a question by a guy called Fake Account? How tall are you? 5'10" and a quarter. Gotta take every little bit I can. Diploma set. Do you Manscape? No. Alistair from Scotland says, what other talent/gifts would you add to the ones you already have? Dennis, when will your naked eyebrows reach puberty? Don't know what you mean by that, although I have gotten quite a few compliments on these eyebrows, and no, I do not get them plucked. It's all natural, dude. I am love. What is a polymorphonucleosite? Polymorphonucleosite. If I had to guess, it's kind of looks like leukocyte, which is a white blood cell. So that's my guess. E-dreams in color. Who is driving the car, or are you in Europe? I was not in Europe in that picture. I was in Canada and I was driving, but I think the photo is mirrored. So it's a bit of an illusion for you guys. 120 ml. Have you ever gone through a time when you haven't felt good about being you? Low self-esteem? How did you find your confidence? Man, I gotta think about this. Of course, when I was younger, I went through a bunch of different awkward phases. There was always something that I wasn't happy with. You know, I would often compare myself to some of my idols and celebrities, and I would think, man, I would love to have that or that or that. And my sister, who has been on my channel a few times, she kind of gave me a really cool thought. Whenever there's an attribute that you really want from someone, know that if you were to switch roles, you wouldn't just get that one attribute, you'd have to get the whole thing. That thing made me realize that there's not a person in the world that I would switch roles with, because what I have cumulatively, I'm very happy with. It's really, really important to take care of yourself mentally and physically and emotionally, even for the truly selfless people out there that think they want to always put someone before them. Well, guess what? If you want to help others, you have to help yourself first. It's sort of like when you're on an airplane and the oxygen masks come down, you put your own mask on first before you put someone else's on. And that's the best way we can all help one another. Help yourself, build yourself up first so that you could be the best version of yourself, and then therefore provide the most good around you. Do your best to just accept all your flaws and all your imperfections, because altogether it makes the great package that is you, and there's no one else like you. And also over time, with age, you start to just not worry so much about stupid things that you thought were a huge deal when you were younger, but really ain't that serious. Sean Leonard, the outfit looks badass except for the lady's eyeglass frame. Monkey covering his mouth emoji. For those of you who don't know Sean, he is obsessed with my glasses. Apparently they're women's glasses. Luckily for you, Sean, I recently sat on those glasses, so I will no longer be wearing them, but I'm gonna be on the hunt for an even more feminine pair of glasses, just in spite. Chandra says, when will you get married? I don't know, dude. Rain check? Steve-O, what's your end goal in life, and did you begin working on it? People always tell you, set goals and then achieve them. I have steered away from setting specific goals, and in my mind, I like to think of big picture, broad dreams. I want to have a big positive impact on the world, and no matter what I'm doing in my life, I hope to do that. So that's why I just do everything with passion, with positivity, with optimism, with consistency and hard work, and hopefully that'll naturally get me to a place where I'm just happy with what I've done for me, for my loved ones, for the world. Really, my only issue with very specific goals is you can get tethered to those goals, and it could distract you from bigger picture things. When I was younger, I wanted to be Justin Timberlake. I wanted to be an actor, perhaps a pop star, but now I don't really care about that. As long as I'm doing what I love and I'm happy and I'm having a positive impact on people around me, that's all that matters. Life can go through all sorts of changes, and if you're not open-minded and open to those changes, you could lose out on some really cool opportunities. But for the sake of this question, 100 million subscribers on YouTube. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Love Incorporated asks, favorite movie, why? Very, very hard question because I love movies. My default answer is always Life is Beautiful. It's an Italian foreign film. It's Italian, so obviously it's foreign. And it's a very depressing subject matter. It takes place in the Holocaust, but the movie is really about finding the good and the positive in the most dire of circumstances. And it truly is a beautiful, beautiful movie. And it really ties into my philosophy in life. Always look at the bright side of life. Man, that was a bad whistle. Fake account. Coming in hot once again. Do you have any other hobbies besides fragrance? I love singing. I love acting. I love fitness. I love travel. I love video games. I'm a big time gamer. I'm addicted to my Nintendo Switch right now, replaying Dark Souls 1. I also played a lot of sports growing up. I did 10 years of American football. I was a boxer for 4 years. I had a very abysmal single season of soccer where my team didn't win a single game. It was obviously a coaching issue, it wasn't me. I was like real good, you know. And I suppose YouTube itself is a big, huge hobby of mine because it's not just the fragrance side of things, it's also the filming side, the production, the editing, all of that's done by me. And it's something that I've learned over the years that I've been doing this, and I have become just as passionate about this whole thing as I do about this whole thing. DK Albright, someone will ask, boxers or briefs? Boxers or briefs? Neither. Boxer briefs. Sickos. Fake accounts just loving the questions. Do you have a skincare routine? No. I just wash my face with cold water. It's a trick that I got from my girlfriend, and it's a trick that she got from her family, and it really works. You know, I try not to mess with all the expensive products. Sometimes I'll exfoliate, especially if I get a bit of peely skin from too much sun. Tarek says, you have put on some weight in your recent videos as compared to early ones. Is that true? Wow, dude. Wow. I haven't weighed myself recently, so it is possible that I have put on some weight. If you don't know, I broke my foot 3 months ago, so I haven't been able to do cardio, but I have put on some muscle because even with my broken foot, I've been lifting weights constantly just to keep my physical health up. KYU, how old are you, bruh? I just turned 30. Crazy, right? Wet Shaving Fraghead, reviewer you watch and trust. I have not been watching too many reviewers recently because I feel I don't want to be subconsciously influenced by other reviewers. I want to keep my reviews totally my opinion. But there's one guy that I go back to all the time, and it's Mr. Oz. He has a very, very great taste in fragrances. He's extremely eloquent and very good at explaining things. And he's just a very, very good dude. So Mr. Oz, if you haven't checked his channel out, please do. Harry Fernandez, when are you coming down to NYC and do another collab with BFL? What, the kids here scared you? My contract ends in May, but I would love to come back to New York and see the guys again, you know. Carlos and Steven, really great dudes. But I also want to see some of the New York-based Royal fam. Jersey asks, bench press 1 rep max. I'm not an ego lifter, so I don't really do 1 rep maxes. I do sets of 10, 12, because I'm trying to do hypertrophy, build up my boobies a bit. But when I did try my 1 rep max 4 years ago, it was 285. 285 pounds, not kilos. I don't know if it's gone up or down, but there you go. I do random stuff. What do you do besides YouTube? Do you have a girlfriend? Honestly, YouTube has taken a lot of my time. I don't play video games as much anymore. I don't really go out as much. When I'm not doing YouTube, I'm either rehearsing for my shows that I'm in, I'm exercising, I'm going out shopping to Zara. But YouTube does take a lot of my time with filming and editing and researching and coming up with ideas. And honestly, I have so much fun with it, I wouldn't really want it any other way. Do I have a girlfriend? Yeah, she's been in my videos. Hashtag Leslie. Michael Marker from Australia. What's the best exercises to grow the guns? Needing variety from barbell and bicep curls. Now, the thing about arms, guys, is it's biceps and triceps. Triceps take up more size and more space on your arm than your bicep, so work both of them out. You can do a variety of curls with just dumbbells, alternating. You could do drop sets. Reverse grip bicep curls is very good for the outside of the bicep. And you can get hand grips that make your grip bigger, and that'll help with your forearm growth too. Just switch it up, you know, Google different bicep exercises, supersets, drop sets. Saiful, why don't you buy some clothes instead of perfumes? Your black t-shirt has had enough camera time. That's rude, dude. I just like that shirt, okay? I like black shirts. Black is always in. And finally, undercover fragrances. What is your favorite place to visit on vacation? What is your favorite food? So luckily, I've traveled a lot on cruise ships. My #1 destination that I want to retire in is Norway. The most beautiful place I've been on earth. The fjords are magnificent. It's just so massive and so nice and calm and peaceful. And my favorite food? I guess you can't go wrong with pizza, but also sushi, and Indian is a close second. That's the Ask Me Anything video, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any more questions you want me to answer in the next video, put it in the comments and I'll try my best. I guess this wasn't my opinion, it's just me. It's just me, dude. Peace.
What smells like vanilla bean?
But lasts longer than ice cream.
These nuts.